You're probably wondering why I'm sitting like this. It's because I'm thinking, why are people raising so much hatred on one thing without doing the research? Right now, there's been either three reported deaths due to vaping. And I will try to find the few articles that I have read. And I will be posting some information that I have gotten a hold of. The issue with vaping is not what everyone thinks. You have people that are aware, and then you have people that are just trying to boycott and down talking everything else. Even the president is trying to ban e-cigarettes and e-liquids. Even the CDC did a report on this. People that have died so far from it was found with using THC in their system. THC, which most people know, comes from marijuana, and they are getting it off the street. You have to understand, the difference in marijuana is THC and CBD. You can buy CBD oil. I've used CBD oil for my pain. No issues. There's a lot of people that vape that have no issues. But THC is the benefactor that gets you high. You can buy stuff over 90% to 99% straight THC on the street. That can easily kill you because that is way too high of a dosage, and it is illegal. The CDC have expressly said, do not buy any type of vaping product or e-liquid, whatever the case may be, off the street, because it can be tampered, it can have anything mixed in with it. Don't do it. Everyone's trying to boycott and blame e-cigarettes, but vaping has been around for years. E-cigarettes were popular back in 2009 when they first came out, but they just recently blew up for some reason. Just like everything. Everyone has a trend, a time frame where it just blows up. Like the old TV show Invader Zim. It got canceled because of its popularity, but it got so much more popular over the years. Same thing with vaping. Granted, there's a difference. One is smoking and one is a cartoon. Point is, everyone's trying to point fingers and blame vaping as a whole, but it's not that. It is people using non-conformed substances that are not regulated through a vendor, and they're just purchasing off the street because one is cheaper and they can get stuff that they usually can't get anywhere else. And there's a reason why. Because it can kill you. Now they have said no one knows the long term of vaping. No one. But they have removed so much more chemicals from tobacco, cigarettes, and everything else into electronic cigarettes. Yes, you still have some of the same chemicals, but it's not the tar and all that really puts a damper in your life. Am I saying vaping is harmless? No. No one knows. It's been around since 2009, and we're just now, 10 years later, having people just unexpectedly die. I'm not going to blame vaping, and I'm still not going to blame it. If you're going to blame it, do your research. I did. I went to a couple vaping shops. I've read articles. I read articles from the CDC, and they still point fingers. It's all from products off the street. So, if you don't want to have to do with it, you don't have to. But why continue telling people that it's harmful when the stuff that's killing people is stuff that you get off the street, not from an actual store? It's up to you to decide if you use vaping products or not. But if you're not going to be using them, then it doesn't really exactly, alright, I'm going to a little too close. Then it doesn't exactly have to, you don't have to worry about it. We live in a world, and I've talked about this, where there's so much hate. And we target whatever the big thing is. And right now, the target is vaping. There is so much more stuff that we should worry about than something like that. Okay, the people that have died has smoked for THC. If that point, do what we can in our power to eliminate it off the street. Will it ever be completely gone? No. It will be up to the consumer to make the right decision. Is it worth their life? I can't say. In my opinion, no. Nothing is worth a person's life. Everyone's life is unique, and nothing can replace it. A person is not replaceable. We should all come together and live in a peaceful world than one where we think we can just blame something for our own mistakes. Try to find a scapegoat when it's our fault that stuff happens. We have to accept, not try to push it. Right now, there is an issue between the U.S. and Iran, because Iran has stated that they did not attack Saudi Arabia. And I found an article on that as well. And another group said that they had partaken in it using a fleet of drones. However, Saudi Arabia still claims that Iran had a part in it. They said, and I quote, that if the U.S. attacks, then they will do what they have to defend their country. Right now, the U.S. is giving up some of our reserves to help them. Should I think we should help another nation? Yes. Should we do it just because of money? No. And when the president was asked why we were helping them when we had nothing to do with it, he stated that it was because they were such a good ally, but don't think that they won't be paying us back in cash for helping them. We live in a world where we believe greed is number one. Money is not the most important thing in the world. This planet and each other, those are what's important. If I can help someone in need, I will. If I can't, I can't. But if I can, I will. Like I said in my other video, which, if you haven't watched my other video that I uploaded today regarding a incident and some of the issues that's going on with some of my family members, please check out the video uplink. It will either be somewhere on the screen or in the description below. But life is too important to be worrying about money. Yes, it's what our economy runs on. But think of it like this. My kids love going to Chuck E. Cheese. It can be expensive depending on how you go about it. And it can be a little bit cheaper. Or they might want to go to a water park. But I proposed the idea for us to watch a movie and eat popcorn Saturday night, just as a family. And they were overwhelmed with that. Popcorn that won't even cost me maybe $5 to $10 at most, depending on what I'll get from Walmart. And then renting a movie. Let's say $15 for snacks and movie and popcorn versus us actually going out somewhere else. They are happy with just doing that. They are happy with just going outside. Money doesn't have to be the answer for everything. You can do certain stuff that doesn't cost nothing. I can go outside and play with my kids for free. The only thing that costs me is my time. And we all have a limited amount of time. Why should we waste our time worrying about how much money we make and how we live and care about the ones that truly matter? We all make mistakes in life, every one of us. We all have regrets that we have to live with. Why add to those mistakes or regrets, however you want to see it, instead of living life happy? I work just like a lot of people in this world. I get 2 days off and it's split. I don't get days off in a row unless I take vacation. So I'm always wore out and tired, but I still try to spend some time with my wife and my kids when I can. Because me and my wife are on the same schedule almost. But I still try to make time for my family when I can. Because they matter more to me. The night I found out something was wrong with my grandfather, I called my work and I was expected to take the next few days off one way or another because I didn't want to go up there and not make it in time. So why worry about everything else than what truly matters? Our family, our friends, and our loved ones is what matters. If I got a phone call right now from my wife said, hey, I'm in the hospital, or one of the kids are in the hospital, I'm calling work and I'm leaving. Yeah, that's going to put me in a bind income-wise, and that's going to make it harder for me to pay bills. But I'd rather be there for my family when they need me and then try to pick up the slack later than regret it. So, just remember, the people in the world matter. Not how much money you make, not what kind of life you live, what you do with your life. That's what's important. I'm Baker, and I'll see you in the next video.